In the heart of ancient Zulu land, where mighty warriors protected the land and tradition ruled every decision, a love story began that would shake an entire kingdom. This is the first chapter of The Heart of Zululand. The kingdom of Zululand was one of strength, honor, and tradition, surrounded by rolling green hills, flowing rivers, and vast grasslands. Its people lived by customs passed down through generations. At the center of the kingdom stood the royal crown, where King Bekizizwe ruled with wisdom and authority. His only son, Prince Sibusiso, was admired by everyone. He was brave enough to face any enemy, yet gentle enough to care for the poorest child in the kingdom. The people believed he would become a great king one day. But despite all the respect he received, the prince often felt trapped by royal expectations. Every decision about his future had already been made for him. One bright morning, Sibusiso rode beyond the palace with a few royal guards to visit the villages of his kingdom. He wanted to understand the lives of the people he would one day rule. As he entered a peaceful village surrounded by acacia trees, he noticed a crowd gathered around an elderly man who had collapsed. A young woman calmly knelt beside him. She crushed fresh medicinal herbs, mixed them with water, and gently treated the old man. Within moments, he opened his eyes, and his grateful family thanked her. The prince was amazed. The young woman introduced herself as Nomusa, the daughter of the village healer. She was kind, intelligent, and fearless. Unlike others, she didn't treat the prince as someone above everyone else. Instead, she smiled warmly and asked, "If you become king one day, will you remember people like us?" Her words stayed with him long after he returned to the palace. In the weeks that followed, the prince found excuses to visit the village again. Sometimes he brought food for struggling families. Other times, he simply wanted to hear Nomusa speak about her dreams. Together, they walked beside the river at sunset, laughed beneath ancient baobab trees, and shared stories beneath the stars. Slowly, friendship became love. They promised each other that no matter what happened, they would always remain faithful. But fate had other plans. One evening, King Bekizizwe gathered the royal council. "The time has come," the king announced. "Prince Sibusiso will marry Princess Tandika, daughter of Chief Mandla. Their union will bring lasting peace between our kingdoms." The palace erupted in celebration. Only the prince remained silent. He knew he could never marry someone he did not love. Far away in the shadows stood General Ndlovu, commander of the royal army. Ambitious and cunning, he had watched the prince's secret visits to Nomusa's village. He believed that love made rulers weak, and he saw an opportunity to strengthen his own influence. Quietly, he spread rumors throughout the kingdom. He whispered that Nomusa had bewitched the prince with forbidden magic. Soon the gossip reached the ears of the royal council. Fear spread quickly. Even trusted elders began to doubt the healer's daughter. The king confronted his son. "Tell me these rumors are false," he demanded. "They are true," Sibusiso replied with courage. "I love Nomusa, and I wish to marry her." The king's face filled with disappointment. You are not free to choose, he said firmly. A prince belongs to his kingdom before he belongs to himself. The prince refused to abandon Nomusa. General Ndlovu smiled secretly. His plan was working. The following morning, royal soldiers marched toward Nomusa's village. Villagers watched in terror as warriors surrounded the healer's home. Nomusa stepped outside calmly, unaware of the danger awaiting her. The soldiers raised their spears. The commander announced loudly, "By order of the Royal Council, Nomusa is under arrest for using forbidden magic against the heir to the throne." The prince, racing toward the village, saw the soldiers from a distance. He shouted her name, but would he arrive in time?